Okay, so what we're going to go through now, we're going to go through the setup for when you do Smith squats, different types of variations you can do, but the variation we're going to do now is where you just have your feet just beyond hip width, and then from there we're going to now talk about hand placement, where you should be putting your hands. The closer your hands are together, the more back tightness you're going to get, and the tighter you are in your back, you're going to be stronger through your spine and you'll be able to put more weight through your legs. So I'm just going to show you a tip now, making sure, so if your back is tight, so if you put your arms out like this now, pull your shoulder blades back nice tight, so pull your shoulder back tight, you should be feeling like you're trapping a pencil between your shoulder blades, and you should keep that tightness all the time. So as well as pulling them back like this, we need to make sure they're not lifting up. You've got to press them down and pull them tight. So now imagine I've got a bar in my back. So I've done that, my back is really nice and tight. I'm feeling like I'm trapping that pencil between my shoulder blades, and also I'm pulling my shoulder blades down so I'm not lifting up. So, because a common mistake guys make on this when they do it a lot is they're feeling a lot of pain in the neck, and because the bar is starting to ride up. And the reason why it's riding up is because they're losing that tightness, and it's lifting up and rounding, and it's causing neck pain. So pitch back nice and tight. So when you get on here, again, put your hands as close as you can together. If you find your shoulders a bit tight, start off a bit wider. When you're doing your warm-up sets and you're increasing your weight, pull them in a little bit more when your shoulders start to get looser. So pull both feet underneath the bar. Before you even lift off, make sure you pinch your shoulder blades nice and tight. And then your feet position now. See my heel? My heel needs to be directly underneath that bar. So make sure your heel is not behind the bar, not in front of the bar, otherwise it's going to throw your complete technique off completely. And then from there, what we're going to do on this one, because we want your back to be as upright as possible on this squat variation, is just think about just nice and slow, subtly pushing your knees forwards. Keep a nice upright back. Just until your hips gets parallel, in line with your knees. Pull that bar tight into back, all the way back up to the top. So I'm going to show you a few more times. So never think that bar is just resting on your back. It's not resting on your back. Grab the bar tight, pull it really, really tight into your back. Again, because the more tightness you got, the stronger you're going to be through your legs. And then one final tip on these is breathing. Breathing plays a really big part when you're doing squats and a lot of other exercises. So when you're at the top, I want you to take a really big breath, like big breath into your stomach. So a few breaths like this. Now hold that breath, hold it all the way down. Back up. When you're very close to the top again, breathe out. Don't just bomb straight back down again. Get a few breaths in and out, like 5 to 10 seconds at the top of the rep. A few breaths, big breath again. Hold your breath, hold your breath. Breathe back out. Because there's your diaphragm. When you fill your diaphragm full of air, you're going to be a lot stronger. Your lower back's going to be a lot stronger. A really good analogy for this, imagine if you've got a Coke can and it's full of fluid. If I was to put a 20 kilo plate on that Coke can, it wouldn't squash because it's got all that fluid in there. Now if it was empty of fluid and I put a 20 kilo Coke can on it, squash straight away. It's the same with this. If you don't take a big belly breath and you go down, you're not going to be nowhere near as strong, you're going to crumble. So a big belly breath, hold your breath all the way down, breathe back out at the top. And that there is a setup for when you do Smith squats.